Well, another day in the barn, and as you can see, we are trying to figure out whether we should paint those doors. Those doors are decoration only. They were on the horse stalls. They were gray. Question was, would they look better black, or the back side of the door is actually the same color wood as the walls. So yeah, that's in process, but that's not the point of this video though. Today project was railings on the second story. I had all the pasture gates up there, if you've seen in other videos, and we took those all down. They just really boxed it in, and they really weren't safe. I mean, the gaps between are made for horses, not people. So you can see what our plan has become. So I saw this actually in a video of a wedding barn where they had a second story, and they did this, and I liked it because it basically disappears from the eye. It is not like obstructive to the view. It keeps it wide open. This is a wire that's with the 2x4 squares, 2 across, 4 high. And what I have up here is I have altering heights, as you can see, looking all the way around here. So I just bought rolls of different lengths. So easy enough. And the side walls were this one here. The end walls were the longer one, and that one I haven't even opened yet. That one will be for the railing. That's the lowest opening for wire. And what I did was, there was already framing there, of course. So these 2x10s or 12s, whatever they are, I haven't measured them, were here. So I took my wire and I went down and I actually added this one back here, nail it to the front of the post, which basically brought it out to the same face as this one, because this went down flush with that one, and then there was a gap and there was nothing on the bottom. So I put that there. Then I went back with my wire, I rolled it out, and I stapled it onto those boards. Now, staples, what I went for was these wood staples here, cable wood staples. And the reason why I like those is because knowing that I was gonna put wood over top of them, I have my hand stuck in the jar, that's funny. But knowing that I was gonna put a wood over top of them, I wanted that nice flat head instead of that big rounded edge, and you have to drive it in further. I thought this would make the gap between the wood when I'm trying to pinch the metal thinner. So that's why I used those. So went around and I stapled it all on. You can see this one here, what the top looked like when I was done, because I haven't finished the top of this one. See, it's right up in there. And I put staples, and then on the bottom. Then what I did was I went around and I used this 2x6, and I then put that over top, screwed it in to pinch that metal really tight in there. And let me tell you something, man. Like, this is the biggest opening, so, you know, would potentially have the largest flop. And I mean, look how, that is tight, you know? And you have flex in the middle. I mean, you're gonna have that, but down there, there's none. And it worked out really well. So now I'm going back and putting the top rail on. Then nobody can, you know, rub up against it and get cut by the top of the metal. And it gives it strength as well. And honestly, I mean, it really kind of helps it look a little better when you don't see the edges of the wire. So I've got 3 sides done. I'm working down this wall now, all the way across to there. And then I'm gonna get started on this one. I haven't done this one yet, simply because this wire won't get installed on the outside of this, because the way I framed it, it'll get installed underneath here, and on the, you know, on that side of there. But this is the opening, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that by myself. I may have to wait for a friend that can hold the roll here while I'm on a ladder and attaching it, and then work all the way around, you know, end it at this pole, cut it, and then do the run down the side here. And then I'll add my supports. You can see here, there's no additional supports on this 12-foot span, so I'll add some, probably 2 here, and then a couple down there. I've got some posts, or I can use 2x4 or something like that. But anyways, if you're looking for some sort of a protective, I don't want to call it railing, but I mean, in a sense, that's what it is. This stuff works really well. I mean, just look at the view. It just doesn't block it at all. Like if you did something else. I mean, you really have great clarity. And when those back doors are open, you know what that view to the pond out back looks like. They'll be able to see right out there. So it really is coming out well. So just a good idea for you. All right, good luck.